guys. I didn't realize earlier that this video didn't record the audio, so I'm going to have to do voiceover. Anyway, welcome back to An Apple a Day, and as you can see by what's on your screen, this is a review of my iMac G3 Revision A Bondi Blue computer. You can see I have my Apple mouse pad there with the original hockey puck Bondi Blue mouse, and that's actually my PowerBook G4 keyboard. I don't have a keyboard for it, but that one looks the most similar, I guess, so I decided to use it in this video. Again, I apologize that there is no audio in the original recording. Now here I was discussing how you can tell it was an original iMac because of the infrared sensor that you see on that speaker. The Revision B series and all other G3 iMacs after that did not have the infrared sensor. This is how I know it was an original Revision A series, and I forgot to mention originally that it was manufactured in October according to the manufacturing date label. So it was a later Revision A model. We've got the disk drive and built-in CRT, which you'll see once I power it on is actually in fairly good condition. Now, this is a piece in my collection that I've had for several months, and it's not in the best condition, but it's definitely not the worst. It is missing the port door. Keyboard hooked in there. It's dual USB. I don't think USB 2.0, but don't quote me on that. There's a built-in microphone and the Bondi Blue Apple logo. So we're going to take a look at the ports now, it looks like, as soon as I unplug the keyboard and hit the camera. Okay, so yeah, dual USB, Ethernet, and that's a microphone and a headphone jack, which isn't the best place for those. So I'm not sure why they put those there. But anyway, they're there. Like I said earlier, this is missing its port door, unfortunately. I might be able to find one on eBay. Plug the keyboard back in here, and we're going to take a look around the machine. It does have the built-in handle, like all the G3 desktop iMacs, and the vents there for the fan so the computer can breathe. I don't have the original rainbow power cord either, but any standard power cord would work. Now we go to our hockey puck mouse. Like I said, this is an original hockey puck mouse, and I'm going to explain how I know that this is an original hockey puck mouse that shipped with the Revision A series. I had to buy this for $7.99 on eBay. Now I can tell it's an original because of the light blue hologram that you see on the back that I'm pointing at there. Later revision models of this mouse had a more purple colored hologram, and they were straight horizontal or vertical lines. They weren't that odd oval type looking shape. You can also tell, and it is an original Revision A mouse, because there is no dimple on the button. This dimple was later added because of many people's noted frustration with not knowing which direction the mouse was facing when they were using it, and it caused, I'm sure, a lot of mistakes over the years, so they fixed that. Also is the two-toned trackball. It's white and the Bondi blue teal color. So look around there. Okay, and then you can tell, which I don't have one, but I'm going to tell you anyway. You can tell if it's an original G3 Revision A keyboard based on what on this one is silver, but that information sheet right there would have the same type of hologram as the hockey puck mouse that I showed you, the light blue color. I have a copy of iLife 06, and I'm going to see if this machine will let me install it. I doubt that it will, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. I bought that at an estate sale with iLife 09, and I put the newer version on my regular desktop, and it's got iDVD 6, which oddly enough they took iDVD out of iLife. Not really sure why they did that, but now we're gonna, oh, there's 2 more headphone jacks in the front too, and the disk drive, which it's not gonna open unless it's powered on. I knew that, but I did that anyway. Is not a very high quality disk drive. It's just sort of like a laptop drive. If we go over to this other side here, it's just plain, there's nothing there, but there is some paint scuffs and scratches you can see in that shot there as I zoom into it. And I apologize for the camera quality. I had to use one of my old cameras that apparently doesn't record audio, and there's the bottom and the stand. But you know, that was an old camera. I didn't want to use it, but my new ones weren't going to cooperate with me today, so yeah. Anyway, I do believe this was a school or business computer, because as I was pointing out in this shot, when I got the machine there was a number 21 right there in that corner. So if it survived a school, good for it. It's a real trooper, you know. So we're moving around, it looks like, back to the front of the machine now. And there's the CRT. We're getting ready to turn this sucker on and see what it can do. Originally you could hear the startup chime, but obviously you're not going to be able to, because this camera did not record my audio. So I must have been talking here for a few seconds before I actually hit the button. Don't remember what I said, otherwise I would say it now. You can see me and my reflection there on the screen. I apologize for that, but I don't have the editing skills to get rid of that. So there I am. Oh, we powered it on now. And those lines that you see on the screen, which I'm sure you all know, we've got the Happy Mac and Mac OS 9.1, but the lines on the screen aren't actually visible to the human eye. That's just because of the differing refresh rate from the camera and the CRT monitor. Full CRT there. Now that's rare for these, especially at their age. This is a 1998 machine. I don't know if it just wasn't used and moved around a lot or what, but it's running Mac OS 9.1, like I said. And in a minute we'll see the little loading icons. I zoom into those, but the camera doesn't focus, so you can't really tell what it's doing, or can't really see what they are. Now we see our desktop here as it loads some of the icons. And the hard drive on this machine is actually named Drive 21, which is what this machine was numbered. So, yeah, again, I don't know if it was a business computer. I got it from a scrapyard and it would have been crushed, which would have been devastating. Anyway, it worked perfectly. I turned it on and acted like it didn't have a hard drive, but it did the first time I turned it on. And up here, we've got, I think that's a network error warning, but it's not connected to network, so of course it's going to tell me that. A great machine for its age. We're going to click on the little, yeah, there's the hard drive button again. This is where I originally mentioned that it was named Drive 21. And now I think we're going to try and access the internet, which I know we won't be able to because it's not hooked up, but I just want to see what this thing does. Yeah, there's my arrow. I couldn't find my mouse there. if your computer is not yet set up for internet access, would you like to connect to the internet and set up now? I hit set up now, and it takes me a minute, but I realize you can't see what I see. So there we go. This is what I see, and I keep hitting yes. Now it's opening up a window, and I was able to read that. I was doing a video, but because the camera refuses to focus, I can't tell you what it says now. I exited out because, like I said, I don't have a modem to even connect this thing to the internet. I do have a wireless card, but I'm not going to put that in the computer right now. And so I was trying to name what I wanted my connection to be. It said name your connection something like home or work, whatever. I didn't use capital letters, and that bothers me, but I didn't either. So there I was typing in the name, and I hit quit. Like I said, I can't actually connect it to the internet. So then I open a really, really old version of QuickTime Player to see what that lets us do. And it's really old looking, and I didn't have anything in there where I needed to use QuickTime Player, so I just sort of closed it. So now I'm going to grab the iLife 06 box and stick the disk in the disk drive and see if it will let me install it here. So let's open that up. And I struggle to get things with one hand. It's increasingly difficult, but I don't have a tripod, so yeah. Then there's the iWork 06 trial disk. Who wants the trial, right? And then there's the iLife 06 disk. So I'm going to pull that out. And open the disk drive here. It just sort of pops up and it doesn't. It's not automatic or anything. Just now it's trying to read the disk, and we should get an error message in a minute. It says, disk is unreadable by this computer. Do you want to utilize this disk? And if you do that, it erases everything, so I hit eject. Because I do not want to do that. Don't want to delete my disk, no. And so, let's see. What do I do now? I should have watched this before I did the voiceover, but I didn't. Oh, yeah, I put in another disk to try and see if it would read it, but it didn't read that either. I don't even think it has a DVD decoder installed or any of the codecs or anything. So that's probably why it wouldn't read those. Well, the iLife wasn't a DVD, but the other thing was. It does read some CDs because I've had CDs in this machine before. Although it doesn't always read all of them. I don't know. It's big. Very picky. There weren't really any files or anything left on this machine, so I guess it was, they were either all deleted or, again, this wasn't really used much. And over here, oddly enough, we do still have, which you can't see very well, the colored Apple logo in the corner with System 9.1. And this is when I noticed that the clock was like really off. According to it, it was August 27th of 1951 and about 2.5 hours slow. So the clock battery's dead, which you'd expect it to be. There, I was just exploring the options menu, seeing recent applications, which all I opened. And then I got some sort of warning here. An Apple Talk pop-up message. I didn't set that up or anything. This is a fairly decent machine for its age. Like I said, it doesn't really seem to have any issues. The only thing that's wrong with it, which I originally mentioned this, but you can't hear it, is a weird clicking noise. But here's the about this machine. macOS 9.1. And I read off all the disk space and all that, but I don't remember what it was, and I can't see what it is based on the video, which is why I said it originally, but again, no audio. So, the machine is decent for its age. I was happy to get it. I got it for $20 in a package deal with a G3 monitor, which is 10 times heavier than this all-in-one thing is. I'm telling you, that thing was horrendous. I managed to sell it because it didn't work. And an iBook G3, Snow. I've been on the hunt for a clamshell. I really want a tangerine clamshell, but I have not found one yet. This is where I was explaining it does have the one issue with the weird clicking noise, which kind of scares me in all honesty. I'm not sure what it is, if it's necessarily a bad thing or what, but it makes a really loud click. So if any of you guys watching this know what that is, please let me know in the comments below. I'm getting ready to put the iMac to sleep here to see how it does with sleep, because I know most of them. Yeah, there we go. I hit sleep, and you could hear it go and shut off, and the power button turns orange. When I zoom in, it looks greenish, but it's orange. And now I'm gonna wake it back up here in a minute. It's really loud when it's asleep too. Like my iMac that I'm talking to you on right now doesn't make any noise at all when it's asleep, but this thing, you could still hear the fan going, and it was very much alive. So I woke it back up, and the CRT comes right back up there. So at this point, I don't really remember what all I had said, so I'm just going to let the music play. Thank you for watching this video. Please stay tuned for more, and be sure to check out my new website at www.biteoftheapple.moonfruit.com. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos coming your way soon. Thank you.